Have you had a chance to encounter the naked companion bug yet, Nobu?
Oh yes, anytime.
Oh, I forgot to place my most recent talent point. There are lots of very interesting bugs so far. No, actually, I'm going to open back up the skill tree here a moment. You can, of course, find these on Torhead or whatever it's called, but this is the Sorcerer, the Sith Sorcerer skill trees. As you can see, I've pretty much gone completely into lightning, and as the name states, it does what it says on the tin, lightning dominates it. Everything is about more lightning, faster, harder. And the top tier ability is actually called Thundering Blast, which is an amazing ability. Automatically critically hits if you have your affliction dot on someone. And as an Inquisitor, as a Sorcerer, if you're charging into a group, the first thing you do is throw affliction on everyone. It's so quick. It's an instant dot, and it does a ton of damage. I'm gonna fly back to the starport here, though. Hop back in my big TIE fighter of steroid-induced doom. Oh, ran right past it.
Vehicle pads are currently open for business.
What have been your Sith Warrior highlights so far, Nobu?
My current count on my Sith Warrior, I like to talk about my Jedi corruption count. And so far, through the choices I've made and the things I've done, I've corrupted 3 Jedi to the dark side, including one who is my apprentice. An in-game companion. I also corrupted her master, which led to her corruption. And then there was another Jedi that I forced to kill another Jedi before I killed him.
Very tasty.
In alai matai gaswin bidal bi matai ulpas in alai uspolalai.
They're always a little more delicious when you corrupt them yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Now, originally, or not necessarily originally, but back when you were in the thick of leveling up your Sith Warrior, you had a humorous count of the amount of times you actually had to shock your companion.
I think at least over 50 times.
We're, of course, talking about Vet and her shock collar.
Yes. And that's not including the amount of times off camera that, never mind, she... Let's just put it this way. You find out that all along Vet was not displeased about wearing the shock collar.
Oh boy.
Cloud in your window.
Speaking of, our mutual friend Strixus suggests that you just carry a window around with you at all times. So whenever you want, you can climb it in on people. Alright, as you can see, we are departing our big, immense Sith Imperial ship. Fins come out and we swoosh away. And then we'll see if we could handle some space combat. Now, a couple notes about my character itself. I've done a lot of posting on the forums. I've done a lot of work on Twitter and YouTube and whatnot, with the promotion of the Sith Inquisition, etc., etc. And I've actually taken a lot of time to make the character that you actually see right now. He's not going to look like that. I chose a much bulkier model than I wanted to, and I didn't think about it when I was actually making the character. But overall, I really do enjoy Zabrak as a character choice. you get a lot of hate from the Sith and Imperials for being an alien, and it creates some very interesting scenarios and interactions. I really do love it. What was your racial choice, Nobu?
I chose a Sith pure blood. In the original iteration of the beta, I played a human, or a cyborg. Sorry, I played a cyborg. Both are human anyway. Mostly because, well, let's face it, there's a lot of famous cyborgs in Star Wars, and I wanted to make one of my own. So I played a cyborg for a while, and it was alright, but the cyborg faces that are available really just kind of didn't go with me. So second time around, I created my new character, because they wipe out the characters occasionally, and I created a Sith Pureblood because it possessed the racial ability of Punish. And this is a 30-second cooldown ability that when you use it, you will pimp slap your companion character to punish them for their failures. This causes them to cry. Even the big burly, trooper men will cry, and they get a little debuff saying that, they've been punished and they will do better. So I get to walk around smacking my companions that win.
Now.
Okay, so the space combat has loaded. Not everything has loaded. Not all the objects loaded yet, though. I'm doing the cartel listening station, and things are really difficult here. So I'm gonna let the space combat take over. If you have anything you want to talk about, Nobu, go ahead, though.
No. Right now, I'm just going through storyline missions.
Got him. Commencing attack. Power to shields. Flee, cowards. Check all systems. All stations report. Nothing to it. the engines. Got him.
Okay, at this point, all the objectives I have are complete. Everything at this point is just icing on the cake. I have the mission done. We just have to survive until we actually get to a point where we can warp out of here.
Check the engines. Ouch.
That is space combat. Now, for me, it's a ton of fun. A lot of people don't like the on-rail shooter aspects, though, which I understand. There was actually...
Well-
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say that I accept that it is a predetermined path, but I think an on-rail shooter, you have zero control, to me anyway, of where you go. Then you at least have to like dodge obstacles, and as you get farther and farther into the missions, they actually will throw stuff at you, and if you happen to collide with a giant asteroid, you'll either blow up or it'll take away most of your health.
Yeah, I dinked one of the floating barriers there. People saw. I just knocked into it briefly, and it took off a small chunk of my hull's health. So yeah, there is certainly a lot of aspects of, oh crap, I gotta get out of the way. I think it's a fun little part of the game. It's not a major part, but it's a fun thing to do to, hey, sit back, relax, blow a lot of things up, and really enjoy yourself.
Yeah, if you gotta wait for a friend and you're group questing or something and you gotta wait for a friend, or you just need to pass 5 minutes. You can do a quick space mission, you get some credits, you might be able to complete a quest for more credits and experience, and you get regular experience.
It's a really good way to level. In fact, it's a pretty solid leveling tool. I got 2 bars just in that one mission. But as you heard the droid say, the companions on your ship aren't just standing around doing nothing. They're really there, and they'll interact with you if you're nearby. Like the droid just randomly made a comment to me as I was walking out of my cockpit.
An annoying comment, but a comment.
Mm-hmm.
I want to stab my ship's droid.
At least we have the same droid. I know how you feel. At least you didn't make a comment about the paint in my bedroom.
Oh, my favorite is him cleaning the injectors on the sublight drive, and you should notice a 0.0000008% power increase.
Yeah. The funniest comment I had was actually on my trooper that I played through. I'm probably not going to play a trooper at release, so I wanted to actually spend some time on it now. I was on my trooper and I had just gotten my ship, and I had walked off to go vendor stuff, and I came back on the ship because I wanted to do some space missions on the Republic side of things. And the comment I get from my droid as I walk in was, I'm pleased to report, sir, that I have placed doubled the padding in all the seat cushions for your enjoyment. And I'm like, what, are you calling my ass fat or something? I had a good laugh at that. Like, what the hell are you talking about?
Nope. I even went specifically out of my way to make a fat Sith. But likely on release, I'll actually make like an actual legitimately appearing character.
Yeah, I'm going for the General Zabrak evil look. This is actually, I want to point out this room, by the way, that I'm in at the moment. I've kind of been walking around the ship just showing off different parts. This is actually the conference room. This is an interactive object here at the center. It's very interesting. Once you get a lot of companion characters, you can actually use this to interact with all of them at the same time. Do you have any more information on the intercom system? Someone with more than one companion?
No, I've tried using it, and it doesn't really seem to actually be implemented yet, unfortunately.
Do you think it will be at launch?
That's a bit iffy, but I mean, you figure it would be.
Well, I've showed a good chunk off, and my computer's ready to kill itself. So I'm going to end this for now. Hopefully we'll be able to do more videos though. Make sure you look for the PvP videos coming up on this channel as well as on Blistered Thumb soon, and we'll be putting up more news as the beta continues. Any closing thoughts, Nobu?
Play Star Wars: The Old Republic. It is awesome.
Thank you. That works perfectly.
Thank you very much.
All right, thanks for joining us. Again, make sure you subscribe. You'll get all the news updates that we have to offer through that.